Okay, so today we're going to be designing a new kitchen. It's 181009. Customer calls Stepan. This is how it looks like. So I have a floor plan with all the measurements from 2020 design. This is how it looks. This way we see where the drawers are, where our special mechanisms are, and this is this elevation and a view from here. So now what I do is I extend this to my second screen, and this way it's easier to look at all the measurements and stuff. And now we go back to AutoCAD. Okay, so we start with the wall. So we have L, enter for line, 117 inches. Then we have 52 and a quarter to the window. Then I go 6 inches deep. This is the window size, which is 40.75. I go back 6 inches, and then this size is hard to understand, so let's see. Point to line, 49 and a half. 38 and a half, 49 and a half. Okay, so 38.5. Then we have a step. What is the step? 7. Step is 7, and then 11, and we go this way. 83. 8 and 19 and 3/4. So 83, 8, 1975, and this wall is 24, 6. So now I fill it. L for line, R, so that's my window. It is including casing, so 1 inch, 3-inch casing, and it's like that. Copy this, mirror to the other side. This way I know it's the casing. So when I have the floor plan ready, the next step would be to freeze the wall. This way if I'm shifting things, it's not gonna move anywhere. And I go with the base cabinets. And I draw a line, V for vertical, and then line here and line here. So we know all the base cabinets are 24 inch plus the door, which is 25. So offset 25. This way that gives me my dimensions, and then I know the corner cabinet is 36 by 36, so I'm offsetting. I'm gonna start from this corner, and then looking at my drawing, the next cabinet is 18, offset 18. Then we have a 31-inch sink cabinet. Again, this is all looking, and that doesn't look like it fits, so offset 35. It's a 35-inch sink cabinet. That looks somewhat off-center. Then we have a 0.75 panel for the dishwasher and 24-inch space. Dishwashers are always 24. So we press O, enter, 0.75, click on the line and offset. Now what I do is rectangle. So let's continue this way. Offset 0.75. Offset 30 for the stove, and then again 0.75. Then we have a 20 offset 20-inch base cabinet. Then we have a filler, offset 25. Those are the base cabinets, and offset 0.75. This is the finished gable. Now this way, offset 42, offset 20. Okay, so this is a bit of too many lines, but again, if you know what you're doing, it's not too complicated. So let's start with the corner cabinet. You can do it one at a time, but just to show you how it could be done. Now a rectangle for these guys. So I'm done with this line and this line. R rack enter or space. This is the gables. They're usually short gables, so they're to here. This washer I still dry it, but it's usually doesn't have. This would be a filler, and again a little panel here halfway. Oops. So this panel is usually just a short panel to separate the stove and the next cabinet. Rectangle, filler, and we have the 42-inch cabinet plus offset 20-inch base. Rack offset 0.75, rack. So that's here, and then this gable goes all the way to the wall. So let's see what we made so far. So maybe these guys are gone. Now let's go this way. M for move it, offset, what do I have here? 42, offset 42, offset 0.75, offset 36, offset 0.75, and this is, the rest is pantry, offset 2. So we got a pantry, and see this is 25. I'm not sure what this line is all about, but we're gonna go 26 for the fridge panels. They're supposed to be a little deeper. That's our filler. It goes to here. From here, I mean probably better from here. This is a fridge gable. A fridge cabinet is a full depth. Another fridge gable. And we got the Le Mans mechanism. Okay. Now we clean this up. So we have the bases. Again, we open the base, freeze it, nice and done. Then we go into upper cabinets. H for horizontal, click, click, click. Okay, offset. Upper cabinets are 14 inches deep. So that's main thing. Now the corner cabinet is 24 by 24, and the rest is 26. Offset 0.75. Click out. Now this cabinet is 32. I guess offset 14. Okay, 2, offset 32. Okay, offset 0.75. That looks like it's too close to the window. A rectangle. So that's probably the 14 mark. Now we just make this work. Polyline, click, click, click. Nice and quick, done. And we go one more cabinet here, rectangle here, one here, line, you could do this 22 rectangle and one here with the line with the finished gable. So that's that. Now we have all the uppers laid out. Something happened here. So this is going to be a filler panel. Okay. Okay, so we have a cabinet. This could be probably a single cabinet. Yeah. So let's just do this. And done. That's that. We can take this off the wall in case the walls are not straight. Here we have, so this is a blind cabinet. You can access from behind, another upper, and then this one, if you see the bottom is not the leading because it's frozen. So fairly simple. Now I open up the walls, unfreeze the walls, and I start working on the vertical lines. So draw, select vertical. This is my outline. I know the ceiling is 96. So we have, I could do this, rotate film. Now this is technically a wall, and it would be nice to also have a window. So rectangle, offset 3.5, that's my casing. It's good to show so customer know. You can select, this is a wall, so I have my walls, I can easily freeze it. And we go into elevation, select elevation, draw, vertical, and off we go. So we know the kick is 425, offset 34.5 is my total height, offset 1.5 is the countertop, and those are industry standards pretty much. So we have the corner cabinet, full door, offset 6.25, that's our top drawer, and a door, rectangle. Our sink cabinet has a drawer, door, and a door. Our gable is sitting on the floor. Filler is from the floor to the countertop, and we got the base. Offset 3. The kicks are recessed 3 inches inside, and done. Offset 2, so I usually do if it's a shaker door or some type of door. Not just flat, I just do 2-inch offset to give them an idea that it's not just a flat door, there's some profile to it. And pretty much done. Elevation, we don't change the color for the upper, so now we go back, do the same thing, select a line. If you pressed one extra, that's okay, just do it all later. Delete the extra line that is not required. Okay, now between the countertop and the upper cabinets is 20 inches. So there we go, and we want to leave 6 inches from the ceiling, which here we cannot. Offset 6. Rectangle, so this is a door, corner cabinet, upper cabinet with 2 doors, and the finished gable. Now offset 2, I could do it this couple of different ways, and I could just mirror this thing, which gives me exact distance from, see, so it's slightly off, but that's okay. Now I just measure what is it to my filler? 5, so 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, and I get a little bigger filler. So these are cabinet going the other way, so we don't really do anything in this section. Now what do we get? We have a previous design, check the style, Control C, Control V, so we got the crown, we adjust so it's all nice and even. Everything is connecting. We copy this and we double check the measurements. 6, nice. Copy and let's go. We put this here and then we take this and we mirror this to the other side. Trim. See, so that works almost perfect except the top. That's okay, we slide it like that. There we go. Now I'm not sure if the customer is asking for anything above the window. Let's see. That's unknown. I think so. Most likely the customer will want something above the window, so we just go trim, extend. So the crown molding, this area is actually recessed usually to 10 inches. Now we go, let's say 12 inches down, and we make this a rectangle again. O, enter for offset 2 inches, and we do something like that. There you go. Now we have L, 2 inches is the light valance. That's pretty standard. It goes flush with the cabinet, not the finished gables. Always goes flush with the cabinet. I mean 95% of the time. And then we go dimensions. So this is 25. Annotation continues. We have a 3-inch filler. 35, 18 inch, this is going to be a garbage, and that's one single cabinet. So we have that done. Now we do dimensions here. So that's a 24 by 24 inch cabinet. Continues. Check. So that's done. This we could move M, move it up. So this elevation is finished. Now I go back, I unfreeze my base, I unfreeze my base. Okay, M. Now I want to rotate this. So I did this main wall. Rotate. Okay, so I'm still in elevation. Draw. This is, what do you call it? Construction line, X line. Perfect. So vertical, we go, let's start with the bases. This is where the wall ends. Boom, boom. So rack. This could be my wall. That's done. Okay, now we go to X line horizontal and we just line up everything else. Light valance, cabinets, and done. Dun, 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 dun. So the drawers are 12, 12, and 6. 6 and a quarter with a spacing, which we don't show. We keep it a secret. Okay. Okay, now this is 3, and then rack angle, offset 2. Let's show some doors. Okay, that's done. Let's do a line, X line, vertical, the upper cabinets. Now as you see, everything is lined up since we already have a design on the other side. So this would be a corner cabinet, and this would be a separate door. Rectangle. We can delete these guys, and done. Oh, actually I forgot the light balance. That's okay. So 2. This is simple. 2. Perfect, 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 perfect. Now let's move this over here and mirror this and move. And now we trim. So wall, I'm gonna freeze this, stretch. So the customer requested so it doesn't go 2, stretch. So 1 and 1. Okay, so we have this made. Let's copy this to here. See, I selected the wall, but it's not gonna move anywhere. And here we trim it. Well, we could use it as a trimmer. Delete. So we got the light balance. What are we missing? We're missing the measurements. So that's a corner cabinet. 36 by 36. Annotation, continuous, 3/4, 30, 3/4. That's a separate cabinet. Filler, base cabinet where the Lamont mechanism, and we have 2 inches, 1.75 inches, almost 2 inches to the floor. Dimensions for the top are as follows: 24, continuous, 3/4. We're leaving 30. Oops, 22 and 23. Very nice. 3 3/4 for the crown molding. Good. So 12. This is 1. One, and done. So 24, 21. I just want these doors to be the same. So 24. I know it. Oh, because this is 14. It's fine. That's cool. We have 1, 2, 3. Now again, unfreeze, go back home, unfreeze the wall, move aside, and now rotate. And so we're still elevation, horizontal line. Wall, and done. Now we go vertical, filler, panel, this, that, and that's it. That's a big door here. Filler. This one. 3. And offset 13. So everything nice, simple. Rectangles, offset 74 for the fridge. It's not gonna fly. So I gotta double check customers' appliances, but they should fit just for the purpose of this design right now. So offset, enter 2. Okay. Okay. Extend. So extend both ways. And I think this is pretty much done. We have the light balance. Annotation, dimension, let's do dimensions. Okay. Continues. It's preferably to leave equal sizes, so 21 1/4. So filler, that's okay. Filler could be on its own. Continues. Okay. $14.1. Okay, so we have this. If we do have some of the accessories, like appliances, for example, we have a dishwasher here that we want to copy and just paste it. We could remove these. So we have a dishwasher. Then these guys don't have a stove, but we had a stove in here. Oh, there you go. Just move this guy over. So we got the stove, we got this, we got, now we need the fridge. There you go. This is a 30, so I know it's 6. 6. So we got the fridge, we got the lamans, now the stainless, now a hood. It's supposed to be from here 30. So there you go, let's say 6. Offset 4. So something like that. Let's say it's our hood. We can put some dimensions in here. So that's 30. We're keeping it standard. This one we could show 12. The heights here is 36. Between is 20. 36. Done. So they have that. Now the only thing we are missing is the peninsula. We take this and we mirrored it. So that's our cabinet. Extend, trim. Okay, let's see, what do we have in the floor plan? So 25, 2, and then the filler, right? So when we look, offset 25, offset 2, offset 18. That's our door. We got our door right here, filler, finished gable. So everything is modified on the go. On the go, we modify things. On the go, we modify things. Get out this. Seven 35, but the actual is 20. 54. I don't need it this big. 12, 42. 32. 2. 42 and 30. 45. Okay. I mean, this is technically from here to here, 61 3/4. put some dimensions in here. And that's it. Pretty much we have the kitchens done. Maybe a few, for example, we can go back. Since I discussed it with, this is Le Mans corner. Le Mans corner. This is Lazy Susan. Double waste bin. Why are we doing that? Double waste bin. Okay. Okay, so save. Now we go to, these customers don't really have a wall unit. Survey, they don't. So they have a floor plan. Double click. Find the pen. Zoom. And actually go back. And flip this baby. Okay. Double click. So this is 18009. I know it's Stepan. The address is, I don't know, 98. I'll double check. I know St. Clair Avenue. Color to be specified. Cabinet interior classic maple. MDF door style to be specified. Glass cabinet white melamine. Glass is sandblasted to be specified. We have to pick. Dovetails, yes. Bloom side gables, so all the exposed gables will have a St. C. Columns we don't have. Crown molding to be specified. Fascia molding 118.71. So that's Brembo. Baseboard 307 to be specified. I think they want to match to be specified. Okay. One Lazy Susan, one metal oil rack, Wood spice pull out double stuff all the way. Okay. Okay, so I adjusted the floor plan. All I do is Control C, elevation A, delete Control V, and done. B, same thing, Control V, and done. C, Control V, and done. Okay, so we have floor plan, A, elevation A, B, C. Now we need to check, copy V. So that's A, that's going to be B, let's say. Copy V, C. Copy V, C, okay. Just move a few things around. A, B, C, A, B, C, C, and D. A, B, C, D. So A is the stove. Pan. A, B, C. The fridge wall. Move or copy, create a copy, C, okay. And I need D. Copy V. Okay. Countertop, it's okay. Delete. And now it's Control P.